Welcome back, everybody. It is November of 2021, and this is episode 34 of What is on My Desk. So welcome back, everybody. We are here for another one of my What is on My Desk monthly updates. I don't have a lot. I shouldn't say that. I have a lot of progress on the models to show you guys. I don't have a lot of extras to show you. I have no new products, no books, no kits, no coins, no nothing. I have nothing to move on, nothing to show you guys. We're just gonna go straight over and take a look at the kits. As I said, there has been some progress on those kits, and I am very excited with the progress that I have done on those kits. However, before we get over here, I just want to remind guys, if you like what you're seeing, if you like the channel, down below, like, subscribe. By all means, please leave a comment. I like to have that back and forth interaction with everybody out there. So please go ahead and do that. If you know anybody out there you think would like this channel, let them know, remind them, send them an invite, whatever you want to do. If we can grow this channel, by all means, I would love to do that. So please go down, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, get this channel out to anybody you think would be interested in it. I do plan on in adding more content, obviously do what I can to add more videos to this. So on that note, we are going to get swung over. We'll take a look at those models. But before we do that, my name is Sean, and this is Sean's Aviation. So here we are back at the desk, and as I said earlier, I don't have any new products or anything really to show you this time around. Yeah, haven't really bought anything or received anything. So on that note, we are going to hop right into looking at the models, and we're going to start. Basically, I'm like pretty sure this is the same order. I can never remember what order I did the previous video in, but we're going to start with the 1/72nd scale C-130, and all of the models are almost at the same spot. The three aircraft are. So we'll start with the C-130, like I said, and it has come along quite a bit. As you can plainly see, it looks like a Herc. So the painting was done, the gloss coating was done, I got all of the decals applied, I did a very subtle panel wash on it just to dirty it up a little bit, and then I did a little bit of shooting with a little bit of thinned out black paint, and what that allowed me to do, it's like almost impossible to get this in the frame. The first thing I did was I kind of dirtied up the walkway. So you've got the walkways through here where the people would be doing their inspections on the top. I dirtied that up a little bit. It would have been a non-stick paint, so it would have been a little darker to begin with, plus it would have been a little dirty with footprints and whatnot, so I just kind of did that a little bit. It looks quite convincing from a distance. So that's that taken care of. As I said, all the decals are on, all the gloss coat is done, and the flat coat is done. I did a little bit of weathering from the exhaust stacks underneath the way it would be, and I just kind of I added a little bit of dirt here and there, as you would see in a real plane. So it looks really good. The flat coat really kind of blends everything together, and it looks very, very good. So I'm very happy with it right now. Props are also done. I haven't haven't flat coated the props yet. That'll be the next round I do, as well as the drop tanks also need to have a bit of flat coat applied to them. And after that, it's going to be just a matter of effectively doing the final assembly. The base, the clear coat, the gloss is all finished. I just basically going to glue the brass wire in place. And then glue it to that. I got a few little things I need to do first. Like I said, I need to get the landing gears glued in. I need to get the gear doors glued in. I got to get that done. I got to get the drop tanks put on. Once that is done, then I will glue it to the base, and then I will add the props and any antennas at the very end. But it's coming along. I've only got a little bit of time left, a little bit left to do on that, and then it will be finished, and I can hand it off to the client and move on with the rest of them. So next we'll take a look at the P-38, and it is in effectively the same boat. It has been decaled. I haven't really done any weathering on this. It's going to be pretty hard to see any weathering due to it being on a black paint. But I got the decals done and a coat of flat on it. It looks really good. There's zero silvering with the decals, which is always nice to see. I was a little worried about that happening, but the decals went down nice and smooth. No real issues with that. So the next step, what I need to do now is going to be masking off around this area here and paint Alclad around here for the turbo superchargers, and then get those installed. I might do a little tiny bit of a brownish type exhaust standing across the top, but I'm going to wait and see when it's all done how that's going to come together. But other than that, I just got to do these the two Alclad sections, and then do the final assembly. The props are decaled. I haven't flat coated them yet. I still got to paint the yellow on the tips, and then those will get a coat of flat. And then the drop tanks, which I have over here, I still haven't painted yet. I'm going to paint these aluminum. I'm actually going to have it sort of as if it's a night fighter, but flying with, you know, day fighter drop tanks. So they'll be painted up in aluminum paint, and then I'll glue them on at the very end. So coming along, the base, just like the C-130, the base is finished. Gloss coat is done. I just got to glue on the brass wire, get the angle right, and then I can mount the P38 to the base in a nice dynamic pose. So that's coming along. Very happy with that. Again, not much left to go with that. B25, same position. It is painted, gloss was done, decals were put on, it gave it a quick wash, and then I did a little bit of dirtying. I put some kind of, like I said, with that, an airbrush with a bit of black paint. I did a little bit around the fuel ports where you would have people walking and stepping, and I also gave it just a little bit across the horizontal stabs where the engine exhaust would kind of come back and hit the stabs. So I gave it just a hair of that. I'm probably, same when I do the P38, I might add a little bit of brown onto the exhaust stacks, just here and there, just to make it look like it had exhaust coming out of it. But again, I'm very happy with how that turned out. Flat coat made it look really nice. It's going to look good again, just like the other three. The base, that is the C-130 base. The B25 base is done. Gloss coat is finished. I'll glue the brass rod on at some point, and then it'll mount like that. And then I'll pull all the masking off at the very end. So again, it is coming along quite nicely. Not much left to go. Props for the B25 are also done. I just got to do the yellow tips, flat coat. I also got to paint the aluminum. I'm going to leave the hubs black and just paint the main part aluminum. So I got to paint the aluminum, paint the yellow, give it a shot of gloss, and then I'm going to need to... I never installed the pin in the engine when I built it. I don't know why I didn't do that, but I'm going to have to go back and make myself a pin to mount the props. Other than that, there's just a few little things, little clear bits, landing lights and stuff like that, and then it will be done. So, I mean, all the models are coming along. The only one I haven't done quite a bit of work on is the Battlestar Galactica Viper. I mean, the paint was done last time you saw that. I did get a darker gray painted in this section, which I wanted to do. The rear part still needs to be painted Alclad before I can glue that in. I am going to give it a little bit of a pin wash. I'm not going to do an all over black wash. I'm probably going to use this stuff and just selectively go through and darken up some of these little details, and then leave the main parts the way it is. Same back here, I'll do a bit of a pin wash and then kind of flat coat. And then the decals, I got to gloss coat it all. I still have to paint the windows on the cockpit here, which I might do the same color gray. I'll probably do the gray that I used on the C-130. And then I got to decal it, see how that goes. I'm not too sure how well those decals are going to be applied. They're quite old, so I got that to do. And when I Alclad the P38 as well as the exhausts on the Herc, I'm going to Alclad that and seal it, and that way the base will be sort of a natural aluminum look with the Viper sitting on it. It's be really nice. But anyways, I'm basically all I have left to do on this right now really is just because this part's going to come off and be Alcladded. I just got to gloss coat it and then start the decals. But I haven't been focusing on this quite as much as I have on the other ones. So as I start getting some of these finished, I'll focus on this one and then get it done. So gloss coat, well, sorry, paint the cockpit, gloss coat it, decal it, go through and do a little bit of a pin wash in some of these little spots, and then hit it with a flat coat. And then when that is done, I can I'll paint the Alclad on the back while I do everything else. So it's definitely coming along. Very happy with how it looks. That's basically it. That's the status of the models. Like I said, I don't have I don't have anything else really to show you. I'm pretty much caught up. The C119 that I'm doing for my dad still has to be done. I'm going to do it up when I do the Alclad. So the masking for this is going to start soon because it's the whole thing of this is going to be painted Alclad aluminum, which will be the same as the exhaust on the Herc, as well as the turbos on the P38 and the base for the Viper. So I got all that to do still, so I've still got quite a little bit of work to go, but I'm moving in the right direction, so you know it's not bad. So yeah, that is that. So I don't have much else. Now that being said, just a quick update on where we're going with the channel and videos. I'm still working on those RCF unit history videos. I still plan to release at a minimum one a month moving forward with that. I do have a few other video projects in the works, some stuff that I still haven't been able to get out and do any on-location shooting really at museums or anything like that, so that is on hold. I do have a few other topics I'm going to be doing videos on, some stuff that I can basically just do, you know, research on and put together using, you know, online resources and pictures and stuff like that, not having to go off-site to do any filming. So I have a few of those in the works, as well as the RCF history videos. I have a bunch more of my built models that are going to be coming up. Some more of those to fill in some space. As these 4 kits are finished, I'll have the time-lapse videos for those going up online as well, so that's something else to look forward to in the future. And then when I start the next 4 kits, whatever those 4 kits might be, there will also be the in-depth kit review for those 4 new kits that I'll be starting. So there is quite a bit of content I have that gets me hopefully through until the new year at a minimum with all that content. That being said, I may have to slow down the release schedule of some of these videos. Work is probably going to be getting a bit busier than it has been. So there might be a bit of a slowdown in the output of the content, but there will still be content, and I'm going to try my best to keep that content level high. So on that note, I think we're going to wrap this video up. We'll keep it nice and short and sweet, and stay tuned for that content, and we'll catch up again next month. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching, guys, and as always, if you are interested in any of the content you see, you can access my website at www.seans-aviation.com. You can see all the latest pictures of aircraft and museums and the build logs of all of my current models and past models on that site. And if you're interested in any of this content, please click the subscribe button here on YouTube to follow more. Thank you very much, and see you guys next time.